today I'm here to bring you my DIY traveler's notebook using the Happy Planner. So I really love how traveler's notebooks look, but I don't like the inside with all the different booklets on the strings. Not my vibe, but I really love how they look on the outside. I created a similar design for the micro Happy Notes, and I will have a video up on how I did this, but again, it's the look without compromising the style planner that I like to use. So the size of this I kept as close as I could to what the traveler notebook sizes are. That way I could put in my own inserts if I wanted, maybe off of Etsy or whatnot. And so it's right smack dab in between a personal and a A6 size. So I have footage of me putting this together, but I did not film actually making this cover. This cover is just laminate with this sparkly, I don't know, iridescent papers. I just sprinkled them in and laminated it. So that's basically all I did for the cover. So I'm gonna open it up and kind of do a flip through, and then I'll insert the footage of how I actually made this. So this is, the purpose of this TN is that I wanted something by my bed that I could write notes down on. Seriously, when I'm going to sleep, I'm like usually on YouTube or Instagram or even Pinterest, and I will start getting ideas for like things to film, things to make, things I want to add into one of my planners, and then I have nowhere to write it down, and I'll be like, okay, I'll remember this in the morning, and literally I do not remember it in the morning. So the theme of this is kind of stars, and it's all over the place, but dreams and kind of thing. I tried to stay to a theme. I was also heavily inspired by a girl here on YouTube, magical_plans. I really liked how her micro Happy Notes looked. It was very translucent, and this is not my color style at all. If you can tell, I'm very like classic blacks and whites, you know, like I don't really do color, but I really like how it looks. So I decided, why not branch out and go this range. Now it's not like bright and pink and anything like that, but it is more color than I'm used to. So what I went ahead and did is I found a bunch of pictures that I really liked off of Pinterest. I printed them out, cut them down, and laminated them. So I have several like dashboards and whatnot in here. So they're double-sided. So I have a couple of villains that are my favorite. This is Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. I have a little shaker board in here. Nothing on the back, which I should put something there. Just can't think of anything at the moment. I have this dashboard that I made out of the backing of a notebook, and I put in this pocket that I made, a laminated pocket, and so it just has some cute little decorative things there. Nothing on the back. I'll figure it out. This is a work in progress. And then the paper that's in here is just 24-pound paper that I cut down to size and punched out. It's perfect because I can just write down my notes, but I did want to kind of have it divided in case like I get super organized before I go to bed, and I want like, this is for YouTube, this is for Instagram, this is for Etsy kind of thing, but we shall see if I get that organized before I go to bed. So then we have another dashboard in here. It's this walrus whale thing. I thought it was really cute. I think I'm gonna take the back of him and put this washi tape and just cover the whole back so that it's got a color there. But this was really easy. It's just another pocket that I laminated and sealed with the washi. She's probably my favorite evil villain, the Sea Witch from Ursula. And then this side was actually Steven Universe. It was Garnet, but I did it obviously upside down, and I had to choose which one I wanted facing upright, and this one just made more sense, and she's my favorite. So even though I love Garnet, I just went ahead and put a pocket on here and have this little sticker that I laminated. And then this is my next section. Here, again, it's one of those dashboards made from the back of a notebook, another pocket, laminated pocket that I made, and then these are just like a little paper clip I made and some laminated gems and flowers. And then I took some of those laminated gems and flowers and stuck them on the back of here. This is Maleficent, my second favorite super villain. And then Raven from Teen Titans, and more paper. And then in the back here, I have these paper clips. They're just too big to stick anywhere. I really like it when other people have these like huge paper clips sticking out the top, but me personally, I just don't find it functional. It's decorative, just not functional. And then I just put a laminated piece of laminate that I had left over, and I made this sleeve so I could stick this in here. And that's basically it. This was super easy to make. I'll go ahead and insert that footage, but if you don't want to watch me actually make it, I'll just run it through really fast. So again, I said this was laminated. I just laminated, sprinkled it, closed it, laminated it. And then here what I did is I took the string from one of these. It's a bigger size of these. It's the strings that secure the pouch. And these are super cheap. I have like a million of them, and I'm not planning on making a ton of these in the near future, so I didn't feel like going out and buying a whole spool of this. You could also use, I've mentioned this in my other video, you could have used like the hair bands, like headbands that come like this. You could use, if you went a little bit smaller, you could probably get away with just literally a hair tie and tying it. And then the way I made the hole is I took an X-Acto knife and I just stuck it in and I just twisted until the hole was big enough, and I put this through. So that is it. And this was actually, I was concerned about it tearing here because this is a thicker plastic, so I'm not concerned about this tearing the hole. So I went ahead and I put this knot. It served two purposes. This was a little bit too long, so it shortened it up, and then it kind of gives a little bit of a break between the hole and the constant pulling of the elastic, if that makes sense. So that is really all I did. Once I had all the measurements down, it was really easy. I think that was the most frustrating part, was just deciding what my measurements were gonna be. I didn't want it as big as a mini. I wanted it a little bit thinner, but I didn't want it as small as a micro. So I ended up going with 6 rings instead of the 4 or the 7 on the micro and the mini. And I think that served, you know, it really works well. I also didn't want it as tall as that Happy Notes are, these half sheets. And then in comparison to the mini, it is, let me close it. It is just a little bit smaller, and then you have the micro here, which is even smaller, but I didn't want it that size, and I didn't want this size. So this was like the happy medium. I think that 6 rings is, you know, it works really well, and I think it's so darn cute, and I can't wait to like get into it and use it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will insert that footage, fast forward, so you don't have to see me struggling as I did. And check out my little micro if you are interested, the video on that. And I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you in my next video. All right, guys, bye.